Hey guys! Today I'm gonna show you my daily English and Korean study routine as a trilingual English coach. I hope this gives you a rough idea of how I turn language learning into part of my daily routine. I usually get up at 7 a.m. and the first thing I do is log into a Zoom meeting. One of my freelance friends and I started doing asakatsu this month because we don't have a fixed start time for work and sometimes we end up sleeping in. We wanted to avoid that and make our days as productive as possible, so we decided to do it. And also in my own community, we also do asakatsu. One of my students is in church and she always hosts it at 7 a.m. so I joined that as well. I quickly wash my face, brush my teeth, and I'm all set to start the day. At 9 o'clock, I go for a walk with my dog. Well, technically, my partner's parents' dog. He's pretty old, so we can't walk too much, but it's really good exercise not just for him, but for myself as well. While walking, I usually put on my AirPods and listen to Korean podcasts. I have a favorite channel and I often listen to the same episodes over and over. The more I listen, the more phrases I can pick up.
근데 그 친구가 소개를 받는 사람이
Sometimes I even mimic the sentences she says in the podcast like this.
Really? Oh.
When I tell people I speak 3 languages, many people ask me, how can you study 2 different languages at the same time? Well, I usually study Korean in the morning, and in the afternoon, I do something with English. I once tried switching languages every other day, but I found that even one day off makes it harder to get my brain, mouth, and ears back into English-Korean mode, so it's actually easier for me to study both languages within the same day. This way, I don't have to think too much about which language to study. I just decide based on the time of day. After coming home, I head to the supermarket. While driving, I listen to the same Korean podcast. When I drive, I need to focus, so sometimes it just becomes background noise, but that's fine. For me, the most important thing is to create an environment where I can hear Korean as much as possible in my daily life. No one at home speaks Korean, and I don't really have Korean friends to talk with, so it's crucial for me to immerse myself in the language. At the shop, I still keep the podcast on. That day, I was going to make curry, so I bought curry roux, which cost me $8 for 10 servings. I also picked up dashi for about $3 and miso for $4.30. Japanese ingredients usually cost quite a lot in Australia. Oh, and 12 eggs cost $6.50. Ridiculous. Why is it so expensive? I'm not asking for Michelin quality products. I just want normal eggs. But why is life so hard? Anyway, let's move on. After that, I go home and get myself ready. I put on makeup and do my hair. While I'm doing that, I usually watch something on YouTube. I was supposed to watch Korean content since it was still in the morning, but I was in the mood to study English, so I decided to watch English content instead. Sometimes I break my own rule, but that's okay. The important thing is just surrounding yourself with the language you've been studying. Recently, I've been really into this channel about the entrepreneurial mindset. It's so interesting to hear what rich and successful people think, and I feel like their mindset is something I should learn too. Sometimes I get so into the videos that I forget to move my hands. Then it's lunchtime. Today I cooked scrambled eggs on toast. Okay, what do I do? Like that. Okay. Cream cheese and bread. This is the best. While cooking, if I'm not listening to anything, I talk to myself in English. Like this. With some cheese. Like this. Perfect. Looks good. Yum. I've been doing this since I was 18, when I first got serious about learning English, and I still do. It's the most efficient and cheapest way to practice speaking. And of course, while eating, I watch an English YouTube channel. Never forget. I went to a cafe to get some work done. In Australia, it's actually pretty hard to find a cafe that provides Wi-Fi.
I'll just have a mug of flat white, please. Yeah. And also, do you guys have Wi-Fi here? Okay, that's...
I asked just in case, but nope. That's okay, I kinda expected. At least Australian coffee is amazing. If you ever come to Australia, you should definitely try it. Flat white is usually my go-to. I come home and get back to work. This time I was recording the audio for my reel and editing it. I love that I can just do that on the couch. At dinner time, I start cooking, and yes, I still watch YouTube while I cook. When I cook, I like to make big portions so I don't have to cook for the next couple of days. Honestly, there's so many other things I want to do right now, so I try not to spend too much time cooking. While waiting for dinner to cook, I had 20 minutes to spare, so I practiced my pronunciation.
Shiro is a fascinating book. So it's divided into 3 sections of what is love, why we fail at it, and what we can do differently to succeed.
I get my pronunciation checked by a professional every now and then. I've been practicing regularly. But since I'm a perfectionist, I'm never satisfied with my pronunciation, so I've been working on it for almost 2 months now. I'm gonna post a reel about how I practice, so if you are interested, please follow me on Instagram. Dinner's ready. I eat with my partner. People often ask me which language we use to communicate. These days, I would say it's about 50-50. I encourage him to speak more Japanese since we are back in Australia now. If he doesn't speak it, he'll forget, so I try to use Japanese with him as much as possible.
The box?
Yeah, we're putting the box. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's still the same rice? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Because there's a small bag there.
But if the conversation gets deeper, we usually switch to English.
Yeah.
Since I cook, he does the dishes. But look at the mess I made. Well, good luck to him. Not my job.
やばいね。
Meanwhile, I squeeze in a bit more work because I have a Zoom meeting with my students tonight, and I wanted to prepare. I see my students once a week on a Zoom. This week we had a group session called 進捗報告会, where we share our study progress.
合唱クラブに入ってたから多少は歌えるんだよね。でもうまいとは思わないなみたいな感じの時に今日使いました。
おー、すごいめっちゃいいじゃん。使えたの
One of my students told me she was able to use the phrase she practiced in a real conversation with her host parents. That made me so happy.
素晴らしい。
After the Zoom meeting, it was already late, so it was time for bed. Before midnight, I usually do a quick Duolingo lesson. I also use an app called Tanzamu to increase my vocabulary. Right now, I'm working on Eiken Ikku, which is pretty tough. I also read 2 articles from Newswin Levels, which is an amazing reading app. Lastly, I practice instant English composition on Quizlet, which is another great way to learn new phrases. All 4 apps are free, so please check them out. And that's the end of my day. Learning English consistently can be tough, especially if you work full-time or have kids. But if you make English learning a part of your daily life, you'll definitely make progress. So to everyone who's studying English, please don't give up. Push yourself just a little farther each day, and before you know it, you'll be somewhere you never imagined. Hang in there. I also made a video for those who want to learn English for communication rather than just for tests. It's called 英語学習計画完全ロードマップ. You can get it for free by adding my official line. The link is down below in the description box. So please check it out if you are interested. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!